I know the ticket to get anywhere is a master's, but I'm having trouble deciding whether I should pursue a degree in public history slash museum studies or library science slash archives. I'm leaning toward a library science degree because I think it might have better job opportunities. Okay. So thinking about this one, the resource I usually point people to when they're looking at going into a field, and it can be any career, checking out the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. They lump us all in to a category called currently museum, historical sites, and similar institutions. This, of course, is such a macro level that it's not entirely helpful. However, it does show some interesting numbers just to get like a gist of how it's going in the field. Some other things to think about is what is your geography in terms of where are you located, specific to the eventual job hunting. It just the reality that we are in is that there are more historical societies or museums on the East Coast and particularly in the Northeast than there are in like the Southwest or Pacific Northwest. So being geographically mobile or being in one of those other geographic places automatically increase your chances for what type of job you might be able to get, which then also a different way to think about it is mobility. And I mean career mobility in this sense. So let's say you get the public history and museum studies type master, you can parlay that into historical societies, museums, maybe even in archives. So thinking about with your career, depending on what degree you go for, could you start out as a librarian or an archivist or museum professional or something else? So just thinking about what you want to do there, and all of that goes into your ability to adapt, whether that is moving for a job, whether that is changing track slightly from archives to library, for example. So think about all of those things as you examine which type of degree you want to go for, because those will help indicate to you where the strengths may be for those different master's degrees. And I did want to dig into this for a little bit more because I know this is a common question for everybody. This screenshot I took yesterday from the Bureau of Labor Statistics that we just talked about. And you will see that they've got this nice little chart that since this is January 2010, this is coming back from the Great Recession of 2008, super low, 120,000 down here, steadily growing until this significant drop off, which of course is right when COVID hit. So you can see over this 10-year period, there has been job growth as tracked by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Presumably, if we're ever able to recover, it will increase from this point on, but that of course is never a guarantee. And from this chart and from studies that I have seen, it took at least 10 years for many of the organizations to make it back. Just even looking at their operating budget to recover from 2008, it took 10 years for them to get back to pre-2008 levels in terms of how big and healthy their operating budget is. So it took a while. So keep those things in mind.